Ant-Man and the Wasp just recently came out, and all in all, it seems like a good movie. The characters were comical and interesting, the story was pretty good, and it felt like Marvel did their Marvel thing and made a decent summer hit. However, compared to the rest of the Marvel movies, and especially Infinity War, it felt lacking in fun and lore. And I have a couple of reasons why. I believe this is why Ant-Man and the Wasp felt disappointing. The main gripe from the movie comes with one certain character, but the more you think about her throughout the movie, the more you find holes in the film that make you feel disappointed. Ghost, who is meant to be the main villain of the story, comes off as such in the beginning, but when you start to think about her, she doesn't feel like it at all. First off, the story of Ghost is that she needs to retrieve Hank Pym's lab to cure her, I'm gonna call disease, so that she doesn't fade away. This alone makes her seem more relatable and not necessarily like the main villain. When she says this, you start to almost feel bad for her. You don't really want to antagonize Ghost, which is what I felt that Marvel thought halfway through making the movie. Ghost seemed so interesting, being able to move through walls, but was at the same time in constant pain, that Marvel, I think, felt like they started to love Ghost by the ending. Oh, and we'll definitely get to the ending. Trust me. But she didn't do anything treacherous at all in the movie. Anything evil throughout the entire thing. She even hinted at doing terrible things that I audibly gasped at during the film. Things like threatening Lane's daughter and go after Janet are some terrible things that she was planning on doing, but she never really did. These things ended up feeling inconclusive, like set up for zero payoff. She doesn't feel like a villain at all, which sucks because of how the last villain, Thanos, was portrayed in Infinity War. Audiences just saw Thanos kill half of the entire universe, and there was no way Ghost was going to live up to that. However, there is a villain that you see throughout all of the trailers that I think Marvel wanted you to focus on, but he definitely did not live up to any hype if he had any at all. Okay, so now with the options in a superhero film not really there, the last person I could even think of was Sony Birch. Birch is a man who sold illegal technology off the black market to the Pyms when they went into hiding after the whole Civil War incident with Ant-Man going and fighting for them. However, his performance and plot throughout the entire movie was interesting to say the least, but not the gripe I have with it. No, my main problem is how he got into the plot of the movie. What happened was, one of Birch's men figured out exactly what Pym was doing. There's too many things wrong with that sentence. First off, Birch does not seem like somebody that would be able to figure out exactly what Pym was doing, let alone one of his henchmen. What Pym is building is literally impossible, and probably terrifying to even comprehend. We're talking atoms into atoms into atoms into atoms, so on, so on, so on, for an infinite amount of layers, trying to get deeper and deeper into a cell. That's a terrifying thought. Let alone to be able to think that Pym was even making that. Second, I'd assume Hank would have multiple distributors that would give him this illegal technology. Even I, a 17-year-old who is not a genius by any stretch of the imagination, would at least think of doing that. These are just side gripes to what I have to the movie, however, because the main problem I have with Ant-Man and the Wasp is how its plots intertwined. So, Ghost is dying, as we've already established. However, she learns that Pym's wife, Janet, is still alive even though she was missing in the quantum realm for many years. Ghost realizes that she needs to use Janet's energy from the quantum realm to be able to fix her disease and hopefully save her. However, the Pyms just realize that she's alive in the quantum realm after many years of being missing. This alone makes Plot A, retrieving Janet from the quantum realm, and Plot B, Ghost trying to save herself, kinda start to hurt each other. First off, the Pyms and Ant-Man are supposed to be the good guys and want to save everybody, right? However, Hank didn't at all think, how can I save Ghost? Pym is supposed to be one of the smartest people in the MCU who has studied the quantum realm for years. You'd think that he had some level of an idea of how to even try to save Ghost. Okay, so he doesn't even think or try to save Ghost at all and think of a cure for her. Fine. However, that would have been way better than what we actually got in the ending. There were several interesting choices that the directors and the writers could have made. I mean, Pym could have to choose between saving this young girl's life, Ghost, or saving Janet and watching Ghost die in a very painful way. That's something that people in real life could relate to and would feel sorry for, whichever choice he would have made. But no. What actually happened was that Pym went back into the quantum realm, retrieved Janet, exactly when Ghost started to show up where they were going to be retrieving her, because, of course, and instead of, Janet immediately getting killed from Ghost, Janet touches her. She uses her new powers that being in the quantum realm apparently gives you, if you're in there for so long, to, I guess, gives Ghost her body back and stops her from shape-shifting everywhere without any pain or loss. It really just felt like it happened for no reason other than the plot needed a good ending after Infinity War. These kind of things are the most annoying things in movies, where they're just, let's give her the power to save her for no reason, because why not? It's ridiculous. Now look, I'm not discouraging you from going out and seeing the movie. It's pretty fun in places, especially if you don't overthink it like I do. In fact, you should probably go just to see the post-credit scene, which I'm not even gonna get into. I could spend an entire video on the post-credit scene. However, having this fun and wacky adventure end up in such a way that's so ridiculous, and literally the writers writing themselves out of a situation, that it ends up feeling just annoying and dumb because of that ending. Whatever. At least Hank didn't beat up his wife this time. Oh yeah, that happens, by the way. Like, not in the movie, but in the comics. Like, multiple times. Here's a picture of it. It's pretty messed up. Anyways, that felt like a good time to end off this video. If you guys liked it, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. Comment anything you want to comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, why not hit the bell to be notified of everything I do here. If you want me to make any specific videos, I'll definitely take requests. If you guys want me to go further into my absolute hatred of the post-credit scene, let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good day. Bye-bye.